Hello, fire signs, and welcome to my Patreon. It is a joy to have you here. I am so excited to be starting Patreon. This has been a long time coming for me. I look forward to more of you joining and tuning into your energies and bringing you the highest guidance. Of course, take the messages that resonate for you. But let's go ahead and jump into the energy for the fire signs for January 2021. Starting out, we have strength. Okay, I was getting a warrior energy coming through for the fire signs. So here's kind of the proof of it, and that's why I did choose the tattoo tarot. So I feel like you will be in a place in January where you will be doing something that maybe is a little bit outside of your comfort zone. So as an Aries or as a fire sign, as a cardinal sign, or, a fire sign, you really want to take initiative, you want to take action, you want to move forward, you want to share what you feel, share what you think. Like sometimes there's a bit of being impulsive, okay? But the strength card here is saying sit back and observe, balance out. Be sure that when you're communicating from a balanced space. You're communicating from a space of, your truth, but also be sure you're not communicating from your ego space, because the ego says, I'm right, you're wrong. The ego is a very stubborn, low vibrational frequency. So this is, for those of you that are maybe dealing with some difficulties or challenges, okay, you're going to be having the opportunity to strengthen that balance, to strengthen your your ability to sit back a little bit here and communicate in a way or take action in a way that is more thoughtful, okay? A little bit more reserved. What else for the fire signs? Six of Swords, beautiful. We have you putting your focus, energy, and time into your happiness, into illumination, into truth. Here's the other thing that I see for you fire signs is you may know a truth, but you have to understand that other people may not be on your level, okay? And fire signs, you're definitely going to resonate with this. Other people may not be seeing things on your level, and that's okay. Choose your peace. People will see things through their perspective scope. You can plant seeds, you can show them the door, but ultimately they have to walk through it, okay? And if you see in both these cards, we have, obviously, there's the sun, which represents fire, masculine energy, but you have this happiness being protected moving forward. And so focus your time and energy on people, situations, things that bring you happiness, things that bring you peace, things that enlighten you, okay? But bring more of a lighter energy than focusing on, frustration or trying to get somebody to see something your way, okay? Also with this sword here, I feel like this happiness is protecting you and creating a higher frequency as you continue to move forward, okay, through this month. Okay, let's see. One card at a time, please. Messages for the highest and greatest good for fire signs. King of Wands, okay? This could be you. This could be someone around you, but the King of Wands takes initiative. The King of Wands knows what's valuable. He has a diamond here tattooed on his hand, okay? And it's the same hand that's holding the staff, which could be the Ace of Wands, okay? So much fire coming through for you fire signs. So there's something you're going to want to take action on, but what Spirit's saying is be sure that you're doing it from a balanced place, that you're doing it from a peaceful space, okay? Because then you will be more effective with whatever it is that you want to create or take action on. What other messages for the fire signs? We have Seven of Swords. And I'm going to be clarifying this. So very interesting how the king is in the middle of all those swords. Very, very interesting. So standing back and looking at this, I'm seeing this king having almost like wings, like taking whatever situations, words, energies around him, and creating wings, creating an opportunity here to take flight, creating an opportunity to grow and evolve. That's really interesting with the sun and with the heart space. So the Seven of Swords can represent an energy that's being hidden from you, but we're going to take another look at that. You may not want to look into your heart space as something else that's coming through, but that is important. Very, very tough energy coming through for you fire signs. Let's clarify the Strength card. We have the Two of Swords. Okay, yeah, this is about how you make decisions, how you think about things. And you see that rose is in the middle there. So you could have two options in love. You could have two different paths to choose with how you want to approach love. That's something else that's coming through here. But ultimately, you're wanting to protect your heart. I'm seeing that that's something coming through for the fire signs. You are that warrior spirit, but you also, you strongly are protecting your heart here. Or you want to make choices or decisions that protect your heart, or perhaps there's somebody that you feel that you want to protect. If you're in a partnership, that other person, you can maybe be getting into some disagreements, and maybe you're choosing words carefully, or you are navigating things with in a gentler way, in a more productive way in your communication. You're choosing you're choosing words of love and appreciation. I keep trying to blend words here. Love and appreciation and gratitude. You have this determination. Let's see what the Six of Swords is. Clarify the Six of Swords. The Knave of Wands. Okay. So that can be a new path. That can be some communication. That can be some communication coming towards you of good news. It's really interesting because look at the tattoo on his hand. It's a little envelope. So this could be mail coming into you. This could be an email, a text message. But it looks like there's a flower around it. So it's you receiving something that's going to help you grow. Something that's going to make you happy. Something is going to be sent to you with love. Okay, let's clarify the King of Wands. The Knave of Cups. Okay, so we have two messengers here. So we have a message coming to you through text or some written form, and then we have a message spoken to you with love through the vocal cords. Okay, Spirit's having me focus on the tattoos today for some reason, but that's okay. So something coming towards you. Spoken with love, a spoken word of love. Again, this could be, two different energies. This could be the same energy. But the Knave of Cups usually does bring forward something that, it may seem somewhat immature, the offer, but it's something I feel that is innocent. It's something that is a message of love or some sort of offer of love. It's a very innocent energy. It would be a pure intention, is what I'm sensing or feeling here. It could also be a messenger from the divine. It could be a blessing coming in for you. It could also be your response to this mail or this email. There could be something new started or something new blossoming that you've been protecting, okay? But something blossoming between two people here. Okay, let's clarify the Seven of Swords. The Nine of Cups. Interesting. So what you don't know is wish fulfillment, happiness, joy. I see communication going in a very beautiful direction for you in January, fire signs. This Nine of Cups energy is absolutely beautiful. With the 3 stars being highlighted here, this could be like a reunion energy, perhaps with somebody at a distance, a good friend, or a soulmate energy, or somebody you haven't talked to in a long time that just brings about this reunion, brings about this very happy energy. but it's emotional fulfillment as well, wishes fulfilled. So that's really nice energy. Bottom of the deck, we have the Knave of Coins. So I want to set that here. So again, we have all these knaves or these pages. So these could represent gifts coming towards you, communication coming towards you. The knave is something tangible that you can hold. He also has a rose or a flower tattoo on his throat and on his wrist. Okay, so beautiful messages coming in for you, blessings coming in many different forms for you fire signs. Okay. Let's get some more messages for you. Let's look into some more energies with the tea leaf cards. What do the fire signs need to know for January 2021? What do the fire signs need to know for January 2021? Highest and best messages. Okay, we have some changes. We have broken ring, parting of the ways in either romance or business. So you could be taking a different path here. You could be breaking a cycle, more is what I'm getting. There might have been something that you were committed to that you are changing your mind on. Maybe you've outgrown it. This could also be an energy around you. You could have a friend around you perhaps who's going through a divorce or going through some sort of separation, who's leaning on you for support. Even if, you are a feminine, you could maybe be stepping into a bit more of a masculine role here to protect or, support your friend. We also have tankard, celebration, fun, and enjoyment. So you may have some more times, some more reasons to celebrate. You could have been waiting on, a message here or mail to be delivered, and it has, come forward and you're excited. But there's a reason to celebrate. There's a reason to be joyful in January. Something a little extra. Of course, there's always a reason to be joyful, but there's something a little extra coming in here. Okay? We have successfully overcoming a problem with a bridge. And this could be in communication. This could be in a disagreement with two different energies. This could be a challenge that perhaps you've had with your, within any area of your life. It could be your career, it could be love, but you're finding a middle ground. There's some sort of reconciliation happening here. Could be with another fire sign. Any other messages? Teapot. That's so sweet. Deep friendship with someone of the same sex. Okay, so that was kind of getting that energy of maybe seeing somebody you haven't in a while, or connecting. If you're at a distance and you're connecting with somebody and, maybe it's through Skype and you're both having tea, or maybe this is somebody, who's in your circle that, you're connecting with here. But we have you breaking out of a cycle, or somebody around you breaking out of a cycle, and you being very supportive and celebrating them. I have a friend who just released her first book, and I was there for the journey of when she started it, and it's really exciting. I'm so excited and proud of her, so I get to celebrate that with her. But fire signs, this is a really nice energy. I feel you're going to be very supportive, and you're also going to be very supported, okay? Let's get some energies of things to kind of be aware of. If there's anybody around you who's maybe being toxic, this is my red flag deck. You can find it on, in the description box, okay, in my shop. Okay, are there any red flag people, situations around the fire signs this week to be aware of? Okay, we have they show hatred towards themselves or women. So if there's anyone you're around who's showing any sort of hatred towards themselves or hatred towards women, that's a red flag. Okay, again, this could go with a broken ring energy, where this could be somebody around you. Maybe you're helping a friend, leave something toxic or something like that. We have intense all the time, tense muscles, intense eye contact. Okay, so somebody who's just intense all the time, they can't relax. Maybe they just make you uncomfortable with like how their level of intensity. Any other messages for fire signs? Any red flag behavior? We have they lack compassion or respect towards animals or nature. So that's another red flag person. Okay. Something to just be aware of. Let's get one more. They cannot explain how they feel with clarity. So all of these messages coming through to me, most of this deck is basically pointing out toxic or distorted masculine energy, which women also have masculine energy too, so it's not just about men. But what I'm seeing here is just a general lack of compassion. If there's somebody around you who's super intense, they don't have a lot of compassion for themselves, for you, for animals, for nature, and if they can't explain how they feel with clarity, sometimes we have those moments, right? But if this is consistent within this person, okay, then that could indicate that they have a low emotional IQ. So they're not really understanding of themselves or what's happening within them. So it's hard for them to communicate. This kind of shows that this person isn't evolving or growing. On another level with a teapot, again, you might have somebody come to you who's maybe feeling overwhelmed and looking for support and just feeling a lot of emotions and can't really explain themselves. I don't see that as a red flag behavior. That's just that person's maybe emotionally overwhelmed in the moment and just needing someone to hold space for them. That's a little different. But if you have somebody around you that's just like lacking compassion all around and, really intense and, focused on their ego, that person you probably want to distance yourself from, okay? So that can come in many different forms. So just be aware of that, okay? Let's get some wisdom of the oracle messages for the fire signs. Highest and greatest good for January. We have breathe. Yeah, that's a lot. That has a lot to do with the strength card as well. Taking time to breathe, collect yourself, come to your center. You see spirits focused, right there in like the solar plexus of this being. When you feel overwhelmed, when you feel like you don't understand or you're not seeing something clearly, find that answer within. But in order to do that, find your center. You may want to do some meditations or do some grounding practices. That's something that's really important, especially if you're, are ascending and you are, developing your spiritual abilities, being open to expansiveness. I'm also seeing a lot of the energy being focused in your chest and focused on your solar plexus. So there's a connection between your solar plexus and your heart. But going within and listening, connecting with your soul, okay, is so important because there's a great deal of wisdom that lies within you. So be sure you're taking time to breathe. Breathe in, breathe out, and just be and listen to what your soul has to share with you in January. Okay. What other messages, guidance for the fire signs for January 2021? Higher power, yeah. I feel like as you do that, you're connecting with a higher power. You're also connecting with your higher self. This brings you greater stability. This brings you greater foundation. This helps you unlock, if you're working on opening up your third eye or clearing your third eye, but you are receiving information, you're receiving connection from higher powers to assist you. Or if you're assisting others, it's also to help assist you in assisting others. So you could be receiving downloads, which is why it's also important to, just take time to relax. But this higher power energy, it's intuitive, it's loving, it's beautiful, and it's supportive for you. So make sure you're taking the time to connect. Also, if there's a situation or something where you don't know exactly what to do, you don't know, you feel like so much is outside of your control of it, then hand it over to a higher power. Hand it over to your angels, for transmutation for the highest, the highest good of all involved. Okay, that's another message coming through. Blessed, yeah. That's going to bring about blessings for you, fire signs, okay, and healing. And, we have 2, 9, 4, and 2, 2. So these blessings could be with partnerships, with calling in, soul family. But this is also seeing these gifts and seeing what you receive as a blessing. Seeing yourself as a blessing as well. There's a great deal of gratitude coming in here, as well as your intuition. With kind of that spiral that you see there, and I see a spiral here with a round and round, I feel like you're identifying, certain cycles that you want to end, and how you want to evolve, or how you want to make another choice here. You're being shown different paths. You're also it's also being reflected back to you, fire signs, how you are a blessing in this world. So people are going to be mirroring that back to you. Okay. Let's get some self-care messages for fire signs. Self-care messages for fire signs. Create art. Okay. You might feel very creative in January, as you're maybe organizing your year, or just need something to kind of move into a flow, or, just express yourself in any way that you feel. I'm just really getting a creative energy. You might be doing things that normally you would do more so in a very structured way. You might be doing it more of a flowing way here. Let's say you're making your to-do list, but you start, drawing on it or something. There's this idea of you playing with different mediums and colors and creativity. This is also assisting you in expressing your inner child, bringing more playfulness and fun into your life. A lot of purple coming through, a lot of purple energies, which have to do with your intuition, transmutation, Saint Germain's flame. Okay, you might want to do that meditation. You might also just want to sit back and intuitively draw. That's something coming through. You might receive certain visions or things that you want to draw or paint. Perhaps you want to do some manifestation work. We just had the new moon. So maybe there's something that, a picture that you want to paint or create. Okay? This is also saying you are the creator. Okay? You can co-create with spirit. You can work with spirit here. This is you having a very fine-tuned eye and knowing what you want, okay, and putting it out there. This is also a call if you have any, any ideas or things kind of that you've been playing with in your mind, to write them down or get them on paper as like the first step of making a commitment or being serious about that idea, grounding it into the physical. Let's see, more guidance for the fire signs, more self-love messages, energy work. Yep, energy work is going to be very important in January. We have the crown chakra highlighted here, the third eye. So this might be something you want to explore on a deeper level, or maybe you want to make a greater commitment to your spiritual energetic practices. Maybe you're just starting out and you're just learning about how energy works. Or maybe when you wake up in the morning, you want to do a body scan, okay? And before you go to bed at night, do a body scan to release any energies that are not yours. But there's a lot of internal work. There's a lot of going within here. There's a great deal of listening to yourself. I'm hearing meditation music as well, so that might help some of you tune in. For those of you expanding within your energetic practices, you'll be finding these kind of next level meditations or next level practices. Some of you could be creating them, designing them, or downloading them for a collective of others. But your energy right now is definitely being highlighted as a point of focus for January. Setting that energetic frequency before you start your day. Setting that energetic and clearing that energetic frequency before you go to bed each night. Making sure that you're grounding periodically throughout the day. Being aware of what's in your energetic field and if it's yours or if you want it there. There are very powerful meditations on YouTube by Steve Noble that you may want to be looking into. Some of you, as you do your meditations and energy clearing work, will be connecting with more of your star family. That will bring you greater inspiration as well. Their messages for the fire signs. We have journaling. And it comes up under blessed, so perhaps some sort of gratitude journaling or tapping in. You're tapping in with source, you're tapping in with your higher consciousness, your soul here, and you're writing things out. And I feel like whatever it is that you're writing out is bringing forward a lot of clarity and healing and blessings, maybe not just to you, but also to those around you. You could be, downloading new ideas, new creations that are going to assist the world. Okay? So if it feels important to you, write it down. There's this energy of writing things down and how important that is for you. So maybe keep a little notebook with you, if you're on the go, or maybe journaling or, each day, just automatic writing even. I know this is really interesting because this goes hand in hand with Wing and Bell. You can find them on Etsy. They're creating orgonite pens for manifestation as well. So you could be taking your manifestation levels to, a greater height here with different tools, like different, writing tools or crystals. Some of you you might want a specific pen, right? You might want a specific pen, like an orgonite pen, or a pen that you only use for manifesting or you only use for automatic writing. There's something very sacred about the way that you write, okay? For those of you that are writers and creators, you may be tapping in and receiving storylines, and you may be writing books, okay? Bottom of the deck, we have spend time with animals. So connecting in with, walking through the forest or, even going out in your backyard and listening to the birds. There's a lot of spirit animal messages here for you. Also, the animals in your life, your pets, or if you're, randomly find some animals just being attracted into your space, you're supporting each other. If you are an empath or sensitive, and you most likely are if you're on my Patreon and you follow me, you do support each other in your frequencies and you share information with each other. Animals also help to pull us into the moment and be mindful and to be appreciative and to connect. There's also a spirit animal meditation that's on Steve Noble's meditation channel you may want to look into. So pay attention to the animals that want to show up in your space and want to connect with you. And don't just take that for granted here. Really appreciate those moments. Appreciate that wisdom or that message they're bringing you, or even just that moment of love, that moment of connection that they want to share with you. Okay, let's get some soul truth messages for the fire signs for January 2021. Soul truth messages. Okay, so we have, what expectations do I have that are impossible to meet? Now, I don't like the word impossible. Obviously it says I'm possible, but being a fire sign myself, I understand sometimes we can put a lot of pressure upon ourselves. And recently I was reading the book Rise, Sister, Rise, and one of the messages in there is being motivated by pleasure instead of pressure. So instead of putting pressure on yourself, taking the time to be like, okay, well, what makes me happy in this moment? Just kind of being more in a flow instead of forcing or pushing yourself, to move in a certain way or do something a certain way. This is evolving and moving and flowing in the way that is best for you, that is most productive. I find that if I try and, push myself too much, then it's like I'm fighting the energetic current. If I just move with the energetic current and flow, I am much more productive. I'm also happier and I have more energy. So let's see what this soul truth message says. The expectations we have are mostly delusional and impossible to meet. We then experience disappointment with ourselves or with a relationship when they are not met. It's time to dissolve your expectations and replace them with gratitude. So this is bringing you back to a space of gratitude. And today's soul action is be grateful. You are being summoned to more peace. Peace is home for our soul, and it is accompanied by trust. It comes from when you surrender and focus only on what you can control. If you expect nothing and are grateful for everything, you will experience extreme fulfillment. So this is about not putting such a pressure on yourself or pressure on others to meet high expectations or, deadlines or something that is just like, the ego mind is pushing. This is you flowing. This is you being in a space of gratitude, being grateful for what is in your life now. Okay? Trusting in the universe, trusting in your soul, trusting in yourself, and surrendering. And focusing only on what you can control, okay? And releasing whatever it is that you can't, because whatever it is that you can't isn't probably yours to carry at this time. And being grateful for everything puts you in a higher frequency. It shows you like what experiences and things are teaching you at this moment to help you evolve and grow and ultimately reach your extreme fulfillment, your happiness, okay? But being in that space of gratitude is incredibly powerful. All right. Called to take this card. Ooh, am I willing? This is also the kind of the strength card, that balance here. Let's see. Are we flexible? You are on the edge of something great. Can you feel it? Yes, there is risk, uncertainty, and imperfections ahead. Failure is certain and vulnerability is a requirement. You must be brave and trust yourself more than ever before. You will reach the dream, but you must stretch yourself into a whole new level of belief and willingness in order to move forward with courage. Today's soul action, be brave. Follow your heart's compass and lift the lid on your own dreams. Today's mantra, it's possible. How funny, because I was like, I don't resonate with the impossible word. And there we have, it's possible. Okay, so don't put yourself into a box. Don't limit yourself, but also don't overwhelm yourself, okay? You're on the edge of something great, and I feel that's why that warrior spirit is coming through for you, fire signs. Perfect. Does my life have room for more pleasure and play? In what area are you lacking pleasure right now? Maybe in certain relationships or with work? Is it possible to shift the seriousness of life to experiencing a more creative, wild, and playful side of you? Today's soul action. What would happen if you added more play and laughter into your life? What area is lacking in this right now? Take time to play. Let go of any need to produce anything. Okay? That's, again, that flow energy. So that's something, to really think about. We have 3 different questions here for you to look at for the month of January. I feel like it's kind of setting the energy as well for this year. Okay, let's look into love. Let's get some messages or guidance when it comes to love for the fire signs for January 2021. 6 of Swords. We have a double message. You're moving forward. You're moving forward in a very balanced way here. Six of Swords is about clear communication, a flow, a natural flow. That's what a lot of this is about, fire signs, is this beautiful flow. For some of you, if you're leaving a situation, then that's just a confirmation. But I feel like, you've gained so much, and you can reflect back on all of your relationships, and you can take, all of the wisdom that you received and move forward. Okay? But I see communication becoming, Page of Cups. How crazy is this? This is the same messages came out in the other deck. I love it. The Page of Cups. Somebody wanting to extend an apology or express their love, express some message here. And I feel like they're on the verge of doing it. You could be moving towards this person and not even realize it. The energies could be pulling you together. Yeah, Eight of Wands, forward movement. A lot of travel, forward movement energy coming through. All three of these show water, so it's like crossing through. It's either physical, some of you could be, if it's safe at this time, it may not be fully, but it could be, the water could represent emotions, crossing any troubling emotions to move to a smoother flow, smoother communication. Okay? Eight of Wands represents passion and determination. It could be a lot of messages coming towards you, because you're the star, you're shining bright. You represent hope, you represent happiness, you represent beautiful energies here, fire signs. Okay, so I feel there's this pull that you're going to be feeling for those of you that are in relationships. But the star is really about hope and happiness and healing. So just trust in your inner compass, okay? When it comes to love, bottom of the deck, we have King of Cups, which is a man who is in love, who has a lot of emotions, or a woman. This could be Queen of Cups. You just, you take what resonates for you here. So there is a natural flow and pull that is happening, whether it's pulling you out of one relationship and moving you towards, a higher frequency relationship, or overcoming some challenges in your current relationship. And when it comes to communication, this could be, two different energies traveling together. This is beautiful. Okay, let's get some guidance from the romance angels. What guidance for the fire signs do we have for January? Trust. Yep. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Like I said, whether you're releasing someone or you're moving forward into something, look at that honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Some of you could be traveling together. It's also like the Six of Swords energy. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. And reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life, okay? So bottom of the deck, we have deception. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. So just be sure that you're being authentic and showing up authentic with each other. You could have multiple energies with that Eight of Wands coming towards you. So be sure everyone is being authentic. Really trust and listen to your intuition. Trust that good things are coming in, that things are moving forward in a smooth and beautiful way. Okay. What would a fire signs person like to say to them? You feel like the sweetest home I've never known, okay? So this might be something that someone expresses to you in January or shows you. Somebody definitely wants to take you on a holiday. We have You Are My Secret Passion. Well, hopefully you're not a secret, right? But this person, somebody may be coming in who's maybe been hiding this from you, and you want to be aware of that, okay? Thank you for your beautiful light and energy in my life. So you could be receiving some gratitude here. Let's get one more. And we have, I can't face you right now. The intensity between us scares me. So you could have multiple energies coming in. You take the messages that resonate within you here. With reconciliation, it could be there's a bit of a delay there. But I feel like you're getting pulled down a smoother path, fire signs. But there could be, many different possibilities here. Somebody definitely, thank you for that beautiful light and energy in my life. You are that star. You are inspiring a lot of people. Some of you could be inspiring some exes in your past, and they're coming forward, and you're like, no thanks. Some of you may be feeling that way, but, you inspired them to better themselves, and that's awesome. You know, it doesn't mean you need to invite them back into your life, but you might receive that message, or you might receive some mirroring energies between you and another, which could be a high-level soul connection, or could just be someone who really, really feels you on a very deep level here. Okay? So that is what I have for you, fire signs, for the week of January, or the month of January 2021. Thank you so much for joining my Patreon. Have a gorgeous month. Happy New Year, and I will see you soon.